HARP weather control. This is not just the UK, this is all around the world. So of course through this you're going to have loads of food crops destroyed. Well, at the moment I'm looking at Sainsbury's, big shop there. But won't be long before next year, I reckon next year the food shortages are going to start kicking in. You've got a lot of people that are doing the prep stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't do prep stuff, but most of the people that are doing the prep stuff have got a garden or are living in the middle of nowhere, and whereas in reality most of the people in reality are living like me in a block of flats with a little balcony, relying on well, to tell the truth, this incident that I've gone through, it's not affecting me too much, to tell the truth. The only thing that's affecting me is that my motorhome's, if I'd have had the motorhome up and running, well, it drives, but the inside, I'd ripped all the inside out to put it all back together again. But to tell the truth, that's as soon as I get back home, that's what as soon as them lifts are working, that's what I'm going to do, because all the stuff to repair it is upstairs. So I'm going to prep up that van and make sure that I don't have to stay in a hotel again. Not that it's bad staying in a hotel, it's been nice actually, lovely, relaxing. No washing up, no cleaning. But joking it, the one and only time when my grandchildren were all allowed to stay with me and we have a major incident happen. That is so typical. But you know what, right? God works in very mysterious ways. So maybe God flooded us out this time, you know, because you know what, when Grenfell Tower went up in flames, people didn't expect that to happen. So maybe God's giving me a warning and saying to me, listen, this time I'm going to flood you out, but don't have your grandchildren in that block of flats while you've got fire marshals there. And to be perfectly honest, if there had been a fire in the block, and another thing, when it all happened, if you watch my videos, you'll see that my grandchildren had gone to my other daughter-in-law's and I'd arranged to meet them there for 4 o'clock to go swimming. And at 3:20, my neighbour knocked on the door and we was being flooded out. So my grandchildren were not there. God really does work in strange ways, you know. You have to figure out what it is he's trying to tell you. So the only thing I can figure out from this one is that he's telling me that I've got to get my van up and running so that it can be lived in. And while we've got fire marshals in the block, don't have my grandkids there. Because if there'd have been a fire, I wouldn't have been able to get out of that block with 3 little kids going down them stairs. And if there had been a fire, the fire engines and everything else were so busy with other things, and with all the cutbacks that the government's made, there's not enough fire engines for emergencies like this. And God forbid, if there'd have been a fire there, oh my God. So anyway, the positive thing that's come from this, because there's been a few positives, and one of the major positives is that we all came out of it alive. A bit wet, but alive. And the next major positive is it made everyone in that block realise that we've got to help each other. Because for ages I've been trying to, with another person in the block, we used to have a tenants association, but people would put their name down for it and they're not really interested in it. So I would go to all the council meetings and everything else about this and about that and about this and about that. And when they did the refurbishment 4 years, nearly 5 years ago, it was like doing battle, because they actually turned our block worse. They made it a danger. It's what's called sick building syndrome. That's sick building syndrome. Have a look it up. And it's basically, well, it isn't basically, it is factually where they take a building normally an older building, and refurbish it and change its design. And it makes people ill, or it makes the building sick. In other words, yeah, unsafe. I've got to go. I've got to get a phone call. Speak to you later. Hello?